the language of business is too small for the kind of times that we live in. And it's too small for a wide variety of reasons. I think that a lot of us have experienced that in one way or another. A lot of organizations tell us that, there's too much complexity to deal with. It's really hard to integrate all of that complexity on top of trying to figure out new value creation schemes and so on and so forth. It's also too small if you look at the kind of problems, societal, environmental problems and issues that we see in the world. The business logic can't quite grasp the enormity of those challenges, if that's something that we are interested in doing something about. And a different angle that's less talked about, but which I find interesting. This is Jaron Lanier, is a technology pioneer and critique, famous in Silicon Valley, and he says this is an anecdote that I got from a podcast from him. He says the higher up an executive is at Google and Facebook, the more aggressive they are at limiting screen time for their kids. In other words, it feels like we have one logic, one set of values, when we go to work, and then we have another logic and another set of values when we come back home. This feels very schizophrenic to me, and schizophrenia can be really good, if we are to solve some of these issues that we see in the world, if we're really to, create, when we talk about innovation, it's about creating the world that we want to live in. And so if we come at it with a schizophrenic mindset, that's not a great start. So what I see and I keep hearing in conversations everywhere from an angle or another, is that there is a thirst for a different approach, an approach that can take in more complexity and also more subtlety.